Welcome back everyone to the channel for another video. This is Q50 Beast. Today we have a crazy build for you. We have the 2017 Chevrolet Colorado ZR2. So far this is going down as the sickest build we've done thus far. Just look at this thing. We're going to get some crazy results out of this. We got a rear wheel drive tune and an all-wheel drive tune, but we'll get into the all-wheel drive tune first. All right, let's go ahead over to the conversions. Engine swap, 7.4 liter V8 twin turbo. We're doing that. Yes, we are. Okay, we're gonna leave it all-wheel drive as we're gonna show you this tune first. All right, so we're gonna go over to the brakes. We're gonna do race brakes. We're gonna put the rally suspension on this thing as it's a truck. We're gonna do the front anti-roll bars as race and the rear anti-roll bar as race. We're going to do some chassis reinforcements here to keep the truck stable, and we're going to do a weight reduction, a full weight reduction on the vehicle. All right, moving over to the clutch, we're going to do a race clutch. We're doing a race transmission and a race drive line. We're also doing a race differential on this. Remember, this is all-wheel drive. For the tires, we're going drag tires, of course, with this drag build. We got the front tires all the way wide at 305 and the rear tires all the way wide at 305. Picked the lightest wheels. I kind of searched through and saw what I thought looked okay. But we ended up going with these. And also with the paint, we downloaded this paint from someone on the store, so you should be able to see that. We did 18-inch wheels in the front and we did 18-inch wheels in the rear. Keep the truck even as possible. All right, so for the front aero, we went with this one. The stock one looked fine, but we went with this one. It has a little tow hook in the front just for aesthetics. And we also went with this here, the street rear wing. We went with the one with the light on it. This is without the light and this is with the light, and the light is functional, and we went with that just for aesthetics. And we took the step off of the truck and kind of blanked it out, took some weight off. All right, so for the tires, we went 21 in the front, 19 in the rear. For the gears, we went 246 final drive and 407 for the first gear, 304 for the second gear, 223 for the third gear, 175 for the fourth gear, 126 for the fifth gear, 1 for the sixth gear, 86 for the seventh gear, and the final gear we went 6.66. Nothing with the alignment. Anti-roll, we went 65 and 65. Springs, we went 620, 662 in the front and all the way hard in the rear. And the ride height, we dropped it all the way down as low as we could get it, front and rear. Dampening, we went 13 and 13 for the rebound stiffness. And for the bump stiffness, we went 8 and 8 front and rear. Nothing with the aero, nothing with the brake. And we have the differential, we left that at 70. All right, let's take this thing out to the track. All right, we heated up the tires just a little bit. Here's the share code, but watch how this thing leaves. This is a pickup truck. This is a pickup truck. Look at how it moves down the track. This is amazing how this thing performs. Look at that, half mile over 205 miles per hour. All right, let's put this thing in a quarter of a mile and see what we can get out of it. Launch it, pretty easy launch. This is all-wheel drive. We're doing the manual with clutch. And look at what we're getting, 176 miles per hour plus. All right, so if you want to do the rear wheel drive tune, we'll show you the rear wheel drive tune. We just made it a rear wheel drive drivetrain. We left the same engine and nothing really changed here. As you see, we left the same springs on it, the same front anti-roll bars, the same weight reduction, same chassis reinforcement. Everything's the same. We had to do a 7-speed transmission on this one. We didn't have the race transmission, so we went with 7-speed on this particular build for the rear wheel drive. Again, we have a race drive line and we have a race differential. Okay, everything else is pretty much the same. The tires are still drag, but we did make the front tire more narrow, front wheel more narrow at 265s. All right, so we went 31.5 in the front and 15 in the rear so we can get that power down on the truck. All right, the gear in the final drive is 239 for the final drive. First gear 397, second gear 2.50, third gear 185, fourth gear 1.40, fifth gear 1.10, sixth gear 1, and the seventh and final gear 0.80. We did nothing with the alignment. The anti-roll bars in the front we went 30, and in the rear we went 65. In the springs we went all the way soft in the front and all the way hard in the rear, a little bit above 1,000, and we dropped this thing all the way low front and rear. Dampening in the front we went all the way soft in the rear, all the way hard. Bump stiffness all the way hard in the front and all the way soft in the rear. Nothing with aero, nothing with brake, and nothing with differential. All right, we heated the tires up a little bit. This thing launches pretty good, not as good as the all-wheel drive, but look at this thing get down the track if you want to do a rear-wheel drive. Look at that. We're still over 200 miles per hour, 202.65, and this is what it looks like when it leaves. It slightly comes up off the ground just a little bit, but hey, this is a sick and crazy build, and I hope you guys like this thing. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is Q50 Beast. Peace out.